Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A new report now ranks Las Vegas as one of the most expensive cities to live in the U.S. Happy Friday, and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with your business news, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Las Vegas is now one of the least affordable cities in the U.S., according to a new report. The Urban Land Institute lists Vegas as the 11th most expensive city to live, as only 18% of the homes on the market are deemed affordable for a four-person household, making the annual median income of almost $71,000. That's making it hard for some people to stay in Vegas.
Our population increase is actually starting to decrease. So there's still people moving to Las Vegas, but less people than there were a few years ago during the pandemic. So it could sort itself out. Las Vegas could kind of cool down when it comes to affordability.
The report also estimates that it would take a household with the average median income at least 37 years to save up for a down payment on a house in Vegas. Moving on to your top story, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A man is dead after police say an officer shot him as he ran down a hotel hallway with a shotgun on Sunday. Metro Assistant Sheriff Dory Corrin identified the man as 26-year-old Cesar Reyes II during a press conference on Thursday. The hotel where police say Reyes barricaded himself has only been identified by address, but South Point is the only hotel on that block. Corrin said after several hours of negotiating with Reyes, officers used an explosive breach to open the door. When Reyes left his room, police say he was armed with a handgun and unloaded shotgun and did not respond to commands to drop his weapons, police say. Metro identified 45-year-old Zachary Adam as the officer who shot Reyes. And Nevada Attorney General Aaron Ford has confirmed he plans to run for governor in 2026. The Democrat Attorney General will be running against incumbent Republican Governor Joe Lombardo. Ford served as AG since 2019 and previously worked in the state legislature as both the majority and minority leader in the Senate. Lombardo's office declined to comment. A man who set his mother's trailer home on fire, resulting in her death, has been sentenced to prison. The judge sentenced 32-year-old Clifton Hall to 10 to 25 years behind bars. On January 8th, Metro Police responded to a burning trailer where Clifton Hall's mother was found. Just 2 months ago, Hall pleaded guilty but mentally ill to second-degree murder through an Alford plea. In addition to serving a sentence, Hall was also ordered to pay more than $4,500 in restitution to victims of crime. Moving on to your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. A ridge of high-pressure systems will be moving into our region today, bringing us light winds and near-normal temperatures, low 40s at 8 a.m., 50s by 11, and a high around 57 degrees by 2 p.m. Mostly sunny skies this weekend and next week. Temperatures will increase into the low 60s on Sunday and stay in that range for the rest of next week. Chilly overnight lows in the high 30s this weekend and in the 40s for next week.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns with over 65 locations as a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Haj Malik Williams will have an extra letter on his chest for the LA Bowl. The senior quarterback has been named as a captain for the game. Williams has thrown for over 1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 5 picks on a 62% completion percentage in 2024. On top of all the yards through the air, Williams ran for an additional 824 yards and 9 touchdowns, giving him over 2,000 all-purpose yards. The Rebels take on Cal in the LA Bowl on December 18th at SoFi Stadium.
This NFR report is brought to you by Virgin Hotels Las Vegas. The NFR action continues right here at Thomas & Mack, and I was able to catch up with Carly Otero.
So our year starts October 1st. Our rodeo season ends September 30th. So we don't have downtime really. If this past year when we were really trying to make it here, I think total altogether we spent about 3 months at home in Texas, and the rest of the time we're on the road traveling, from all over the United States.
We've got 2 nights left here at NFR, so don't miss our live interviews at 4:45 right outside Thomas & Mack for all of your NFR coverage.
In Health, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Southern Hills Hospital is one of the first medical centers in the world to use new robotic technology for spinal surgery. The new robotic mechanism uses intraoperative imaging, allowing surgeons to perform minimally invasive procedures. Dr. Cornelis Polstra performed the groundbreaking procedure. He says combining the latest robotics with his team's expertise will help the hospital give its patients the best outcome. Southern Hills says Dr. Polstra has performed more robotic-assisted spine surgeries than any other surgeon in the world.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The NBA Cup semifinals tip off Saturday with a doubleheader at T-Mobile Arena. In the East semifinal, the Milwaukee Bucks are 3-point favorites at the Westgate Superbook, with the Atlanta Hawks plus 140 moneyline underdogs. The total is 229.5. In the West semifinal, the Oklahoma City Thunder are 5.5-point favorites, with the Houston Rockets listed as plus 190 on the money line. The total is 214.5. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. Raiders quarterback Carter Bradley got the call up from the practice squad to the Raiders active roster and spoke on what it's been like preparing for Monday Night Football.
I feel like, we're one step closer to the goal. I'm here to support Dez and the QB group and do my job and help them, as how I can, and whatever they need from me, I'm going to do the best of my ability. But, it's going to be exciting. I'll be ready to go, but, try to help us any way possible to come out with a win.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, bringing you the finest crafting gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. A local museum is showing us how different cultures around the world celebrate the holidays. Anaya Collins gives us a sneak peek.
The Las Vegas Natural History Museum opened its A December to Remember exhibit showcasing holiday traditions from around the world. The exhibit includes workshops, art, and information on everything from Kwanzaa and the winter solstice to the history of the Christmas cookie.
So December to Remember at the Las Vegas Natural History Museum is truly a celebration of how our community celebrates the holidays. And so these are individuals and civic groups that have come together and designed 18 different case displays throughout the museum to teach us about how they celebrate the holidays.
Each display has a QR code you can scan to learn about the culture behind it.
Learn more about how they celebrate those traditions, what religious influences are in those traditions, what family influences are in those. It's a good time.
A December to Remember is on display through New Year's Eve.
Now for your entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Mr. Las Vegas Wayne Newton is continuing to entertain audiences on the Las Vegas Strip. He's announced he's extending his residency at the Flamingo. Performances for his show, Wayne Up Close and Personal, inside Bugsy's Cabaret will run through 2025. Newton sings some of his greatest hits and shares stories from his life and career with the audience. Tickets start at $69 and go on sale today at 10 a.m. For 7 at 7, I'm Cynthia Puga. You can watch and listen to us on Spotify, YouTube, and other platforms like Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. Join us tonight at 7 p.m. for more local news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.